luxury jumps on a Boeing jet, leaves behind the family, no regrets. He's got a birthday, I'm your old Shanghai. Eyes are on Mrs. Lai, the reason why. While in Brisbane, the tears roll strong. Chinese whispers called him to Hong Kong. Pack up your bags and off you go. Leave behind the begging for the Luxie show. Archie flies where the dragons soar to romance Mrs. Lai until his balls are sore. Archie's chasing dreams in the mystic land. Mrs. Lai brings coffee to his hand. Family's calls echo on the phone. He's miles away, lost but he's not alone. In old Shenzhen's glow, he likes to stray. With Mrs. Lai they bonk till the light of day. Pack up your bags and off you go. He's not showing up to New York watch show. Archie flies where the dragons soar to romance Mrs. Lai until his balls are sore. Though the tears roll down in Brisbane town, Archie's 3-inch dick flops all around. Celebrations in the neon night, forgetting home he's chasing new Asian delight. Pack up your bags and off you go. Leave the begging for the beach ball show. Archie flies where the dragons soar to romance Mrs. Lai until his balls are sore. Weeks later, Archie leaves his playground. Comes back home, he's Brisbane bound. Comes up with stories that he's going bust. Has to fool the punters to gain their trust. Pack up your bags and off you go. Leave the begging for the beach ball show. Archie flies where the dragons soar to romance Mrs. Lai until his balls are sore. Archie spent the punter's money, he's in a fix. Spins a story that he can't eat bricks. All the lonely simps believe his scam. Grab all their cash, shove it in his hand. Pack up your bags and off you go. He didn't bother with the New York watch show. Archie flies where the dragons soar to romance Mrs. Lai until his balls are sore. Comes on streams, he cries poor again. His mate Tan gives him $5 grand, maybe 10. Archie thinks he's a big swing dick, cause the punters fall for his gypsy shtick. Pack up your bags and off you go. Didn't bother with the New York watch show. Archie flies where the dragons soar to romance Mrs. Lai until his balls are sore.
Hello, Archie Luxury here on the Archie Luxury live stream channel. Guys, what can I say to you guys? We're here. We are having fun. We're broadcasting. That's right. We are here. We're having fun. And we are here. We are here. We are here for your enjoyment, to have the happiness that you deserve. That's right, guys. We're here. What can I say to you guys today? What can I say? Well, it has been a very, very up and down life. Watches sold. Reggae man. I do enjoy the reggae. Enjoy the reggaes. Hello, my Goldberg.
Hello.
Jam, how are you?
Hello.
Yeah, I agree with you too. Let's have a bit of a drink, hey?
Got some scotch-a-rooney going on there.
Yeah, my dad's. I don't know where the good shit's gone. He's hidden it all, the bastard.
Can you blame him? Cheers, mate.
I seem to recall a bottle of Balwinnie in the house.
Ooh, that sounds like a lovely.
I just spent an hour looking for it.
Where's the Lagavulin?
And my dad, I think no, he had Balwinnie, but I can't find it.
What is that? The red?
This is black, actually.
Oh, well, all right, the black.
Yeah, but come on. I was given such wonderful stuff. This is like car wash.
Yeah. Where's the blue?
Actually, I was given a bottle of blue.
Very
you
nice.
know, I sold the green box.
Yeah.
The guy gave me a bottle of Blue Label.
The blue is very nice.
But I'm not opening it. I'm just keeping that for
a special occasion. That's like a $200 bottle, right?
Yes, indeed. So I'm actually, Marky.
Yes, darling.
I have no Rolexes at all.
None. Zero. Gracious. By the way, there are some super chats here while we're busy chatting just amongst ourselves. I don't know if you did them before I got here.
No, I did not. We got JD, 3 cents. Hey, Arch, how long you staying in AC2's garage, man? As long as it takes.
Should I do the Argentine peso scream? 100 Rs. Yay. Thank you, JD.
Patel Philippe, $5. AC3, wouldn't retirement be best spent in the club? And by club, I mean Tattersalls. Give me pros of joining an exclusive social club.
You know, you should look at, let's get that up. Share screen. I think we did that once, and I was appalled by how cheap it was. It didn't look that exclusive.
It looks expensive to me, but let's pull it up. Look.
Sorry, GD. We're just te estamos fastidiando de broma. Os queremos mucho.
Okay, have a look here. This is Tattersalls Club. Fuck, why doesn't it? A minute. Okay, here we go.
Say it probably. How about properly? You can't.
Here we go. Look at this here. This is the club, okay?
Too funny.
More than 140 years in the making. Tattersalls Club is the connection between Brisbane's rich heritage and its progressive future.
You are 1 Swiss franc closer with this super chat right now. Super chat.
Okay, so let's have a look here. What do they have? So membership, so you've actually got 3 parts. Membership, Tattersalls Club is built on 140 years of authentic friendship and genuine connection. Okay, they got, oh, you also get member to their, they got a health and wellness club. They got a fitness center on site.
What would you do with that? We have another super chat. Read this because it's from Bob and he's done it twice now.
AC3, isn't it time to shave the head 100%?
Ooh, I feel like he would miss those hairs, wouldn't you? I mean, come on, you're making it work.
I'd shave my head for $2,000.
Did you just raise it $1,000 in mid-sentence?
Yes.
I thought you did. Nobody else noticed. Just us. Nobody here but us.
Look, I would join, but I mean, let's be honest there, okay? Any club that would have me as a member, do I really want to belong?
Right. Can we look up the fees?
Sure, the fees.
I mean, unless it's
membership
prohibitively expensive, I don't want it. And do we need a sponsor? Are we going to need Fella to sponsor us?
Yeah, that's the problem. We do need a.
Well, we need a sponsor. We got one.
They got a code, but look at the dress code.
Well, that could be a problem for both of us.
Okay, dress code. View Tattersalls dress code.
Yeah, we should look at that because I need to see if cargo shorts are okay.
Chinos are okay. What's chinos?
Chinos. Those are khakis. Khaki pants. But they're
like trousers or chinos.
Chinos are like dress Friday casual, business casual. That's what it is.
On Friday, you can wear denim as well. A denim is jeans, isn't it?
Tis. But only on Fridays.
Women, a business casual approach, including dresses, skirts, tailored pants, and stylish tops with appropriate sex accessories. On Friday, dark or solid colored denim pants can be worn, except the men. Okay. So what the fuck is this?
Be a little careful. You're fine. The kitten is wandering around naked again. Just don't get behind me.
This is what I'm talking about.
Don't go any further than
That's what I'm saying.
What are you
You
saying?
need to stop facing your camera.
I wasn't. I'm not. Just don't come any further. The kitten is wandering around naked once again. And let me tell you what a sight to behold.
During the day on weekends.
You're looking very pretty now.
I'm very objectified.
Are you objectified?
No offensive tattoos.
Let's get like about 150 guys to objectify you right along. Yeah. Okay. No offensive tattoos. So, well, you're okay. You don't even have a tattoo, and mine is not offensive. All right. We need to do these super chats. Remember, it's your channel. Please read this.
Here we go. Super chat, super chat, super chat. Bob Weeham, 2 Swiss francs. Will you get a haircut? Cut off the antenna. Hey, Bob, just calm down. No, I don't want it. I don't know. Bob, I don't. I just had a haircut, for God's sake. I just had a haircut this
Which
week.
one? Which hair did they cut?
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Super chat. Bob's back at it.
Advice. Archie, what's your favorite type of porn?
Jesus Christ. This guy is like SR. He's the Swiss SR Bell.
You know, I like a porn with a story to it. I don't just like fucking. I actually like a story.
Do you? Like what, tell us a story. Tell us a story, Your Highness.
I like a sort of a bit of a story. It's more
like where she's got her hand stuck in the garbage disposal and the plumber comes in.
Fucking, you think of some horrible things, Mark.
No, that's a whole genre. It's called stuck porn. I mean, you should don't share a screen, but on your private screen, Google that stuck porn, and you'll see.
Yes.
She's stuck in she's gone into the dryer to get something, and she's stuck in the dryer. She's got a hand stuck under the washing machine. She's got her entire hand stuck in the. Yes, kitten. How can I help you?
The clothes.
I got to tell you something. Seriously, can I say something to you? Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Where's he gone?
I don't know. I'm right here. Who are you talking to?
I was talking to...
Me.
Yes.
I'm here. I promise. I'm right here. Okay. So anyway, you like a story.
Is that wrong?
No.
Can I have a story?
I mean, I myself do not really give a fuck about the story. Just care about the happy ending. But there are people who like a little build up. I don't know. Remember when we were kids, pre-internet, and you had to look at like magazines and catalogs and imagination? Kids today, y'all don't know how lucky you are. We had to walk uphill to the dirty movie theater barefoot in the snow, both ways. Super chat.
Super chat, super chat, super chat. What I was just going to say to you.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. Patel Philippe, $5. AC3, the landed in gentry in Brisbane, like Sov's family, that are stored in Burke's Peerage. How do you envisage they spent their days at the club? I must say something. They usually are tight-ass fucking cunts.
Don't you think they like sit around and discuss business and how many more screens they're going to open, how they'll finagle permits to put on additions to the movie theater? Do you think that there's a concerted effort to agree amongst all the theater owners that we're going to raise popcorn prices at the same time?
Actually, I got to tell you something. These clubs, they got reciprocal rights, okay? Let me go through some clubs, okay? You're in...
Do it.
Chicago. In California, you could get reciprocal rights to the Riviera Country Club, California Yacht Club, the Marines Memorial Association, the Petroleum Club of Bakersfield, the University Club. You've got the Balboa Club.
Oh,
Club.
I preferred the bellboy. Listen, fella is in Florida.
You're in Pennsylvania, aren't you?
No, I'm in Chicago, Illinois. But what is but
Illinois?
fella,
Here we go. The Union League Club of Chicago.
Oh, that's well known. That's right downtown.
Is that a good club? Is that snooty?
Yeah, probably it is. I mean,
And also the University Club of Chicago.
That one I don't know of, but I'm sure they're snooty.
What is the Union League Club of Chicago like?
I think it's I don't know. I've not been in there. I think probably they have a bar, a restaurant, a cigar room, that kind of thing. But what do they have in Florida where fella can go?
Let's have a look.
I think he likes to stay home with the poodles, though.
Oh, you also get into the Harvard Club of Boston. What's that like?
I don't know. I think Trump is closing it. He's fighting with Harvard right now. Oh my God, he's fighting with Elon Musk. Holy cow. Those two are going at it.
I think Elon's right.
Well, Elon just said, A, you wouldn't have been president without me, and B, you were on Epstein's Island a bunch of times. Now, if Elon...
Hey, is that like me and Clyde fighting? How is that different?
Oh, no, it's the same. The difference is one is the richest man in the world and the other is the most powerful man in the world. So it's a little different. The fate of humanity, rests in their arm. One of them has got missiles on Mars and the other one controls all the nukes on Earth. I mean, look, let's continue this lovely talk about tatter sales after this Yankee Doodle super chat.
Yankee Doodle, $5. Does a Breguet Classic and white gold pack the same punch as Rose? To be totally honest with you, I don't think there's any difference as far as the punches go. You know that? I don't see.
Gold is gold. Maybe you gotta go to platinum.
Which one do you prefer? If you were going to Tattersalls, which one would you wear?
I personally would wear the one you sold. No, the one you're wearing. You're wearing it. Yeah, that one.
Oh, you like that one? World Time or one of these? What would you wear?
No, I would wear the traditional.
That one there.
That is correct. That's what I would wear. The World Time, I don't know. World Time is kind of a dumb complication. I mean, I know it's kind of cool, but it's useless in the fact that they're very difficult to read. You really got to squint. My eyes are no good anymore. So yeah, I'm not a fan, even of mine.
But see, on the traditional, it's got the dial is actually.
I know. That's why I want the Type 21.
Oh, okay. Well, the easiest watch I've ever had to read.
Yeah. What are the seconds?
No seconds.
Exactly. How do you fucking set that thing? There's not even a minute track. I don't like it. You know what, though? I like a Luminor. It's got a bezel. I kind of like that. Do they make a Luminor with a sandwich dial? Because I like their sandwich dials, too.
I think they do. They make a lot.
I know. How about this super chat right here?
Bob Weeham, 5 Swiss francs. I drive a Mercedes SL, wear a Daytona, have a 10-year younger hot fit wife. What else to materialistically add to complete the look of life? Do you have children?
Well,
do you have a university wing named after you? Do you have a racehorse? Do you have a commercial jet?
Racehorse. Very good. Children cost you money. They don't make you money. Children, right, Mike? Children just cost you money.
And what do you think? A 10-year younger hot fit wife doesn't cost you money?
Yeah, no. But you said materialistically. I feel like that's family. If the racehorse was a great idea because then you could sit in the owner's box, and you get all that. You get a lot of street cred. You can go to the Melbourne Cup. Did I ever tell you I went to the Melbourne Cup?
Yes, you did.
I'd like to tell you again because it's very hoity-toity. I was in a very good tent. It's the guys, what party or tent you're invited to is the big deal. It's their Kentucky Derby. And I was in a very top-notch tent with caviar and
The women wear big, giant, ornate hats.
And champagne. No, that's only Kentucky.
Okay.
I don't know. Well, anyway, what should Bob get? I think a racehorse is a great idea. Archie.
Mikey, how are you?
I guess we're done with you, Bob. That's all you
Hang
got.
in there.
Super chat.
Just yeah.
Super chat. 1 minute, $5.
Fine.
Patel Philippe, $5. Would you consider Sov's pieces to be reflective of? Sov doesn't have anything that interesting.
What's he got? He
doesn't have any solid gold. He's got Batman. He's got a Pepsi. I don't think he's got a Pepsi.
Does he have like a discount movie theater where it's like, what, $2 features every day, all day?
It was art house.
Art films, like, foreign flicks.
Emmanuel.
Semi-pornography. Listen, I think you should thank Bob.
You like his favorite genre was sexploitation.
Yeah, my favorite genre. Did you say thank you to Bob?
Thank you, Bob. Bob, I would say, seriously, what year is your SL? The Daytona. What is it? Two-tone or steel?
Yeah.
Or gold?
More information, Bob. Okay, hang on. Let's give further consideration to Patel Philippe's super chat right here. So the answer is you don't think so, huh?
Would you consider Sov's pieces to be reflective of the peerage? They don't actually produce Burke's peerage anymore. It's not done anymore.
Are you sure it's not like online or something?
No.
Listen, Bob's car is 2018. Probably not his wife, but his car, and it's a steel Daytona. But again, Panda, black. You're not really telling us that much. Which one is it? But man, he's got like what, an 8-year-old Mercedes. Super chat.
Patel Philippe, $5. You're going to Sov's theater and sneaking in snacks, and his disdain for you because of it. It's the same as JD showing up and sending pesos. It helps, but you're mad. No, what Sovron was upset about, he never discovered the snacks I snuck in. He was pissed off that I come cheap Tuesday. I only would go cheap Tuesday. But for him, he's so well off. I'd go cheap Tuesday because that's all I could afford. The movies are expensive to go to.
They are a bit, but not if you bring your own microwave popcorn stuffed into your underpants. Super chat.
Super chat.
Super chat. Super chat. Super chat.
Super chat. CB, $5. I have been contacted to split the free and have a bald pontiff. I reject because I don't think you will look good bald. I rejected because I've been contacted to split the fee.
Yeah, in other words, the punters are talking about raising the $2,000 for you to shave your head. I think it's an exciting proposition, and I think you could pull it off.
You might as well go for it.
Mike, how much for you to shave your head?
Go big or go home. Oh, I'd do it for 5,000.
$20. So
5,000.
Well,
Mike, we want $50.
Hold on. So if Archie gets a $5,000 super chat, you will shave your head.
No, 5,000 in my pocket.
That's steep, Mike. That's very steep. I feel like that's unrealistic.
Even
I like my hair, so I gave an unrealistic answer.
I understand.
But,
Actually, Mike the Mistake says you do it for a pizza and a bong hit.
Don't be surprised if one day I just come on the show and my hair's like buzz cut short.
You go into fuck it mode. FOMO.
Yeah, totally.
YOLO. YOLO. Super chat. You super chat.
I go
Super
through
chat, super chat, super chat, super chat, super chat, super chat,
Super chat.
super chat. Patel
Super
Philippe,
chat.
$5. Rank the best collection in Brisbane Gold Coast area from best to worst. AC3, Sov, Plastic, Mr. T Dubs, and Paddy. Ooh. I don't even know Paddy's collection. That's the guy who hates my guts.
Well, that's a very.
I don't know. Is it good to be hated so much? I don't know why.
I mean, it's better than to be ignored. You know, just say anything you want. Just spell my name right. There's no bad publicity.
It's worse. I'd say, look, I don't even want to. Look, I would say, look, you know, I think I've got the best collection because I got a Patek. Patek AC3.
Patek Philippe.
I would then say Plastic, Sov, Paddy, and T Dubs. But I don't know. T Dubs doesn't have any watches.
He doesn't have a computer either. Or so I've heard a rumor.
Yeah. Actually, we're working on that. I am working on that with him.
Well, you're going to have to just send him the money. Because that always works out great. Send him the money. I'm going to be honest with you. I love T-Dubs. I don't care what anybody says. These bitches can go fuck themselves if they want to fart around with T-Dubs and talk badly about him. He's wonderful. What a great guy.
He is. He's got a great heart. You know what I mean?
He does. He's fun. He's funny. He's enjoyable. I don't know what I want to wear now. Should I be wearing, you know, my Orient shitter or my Breitling? Sometimes I like my shitters better than my good watches. What do you think? Fuck it. I'm putting on the Ritz. Putting on the Bright. I'm putting on the Orient. Remember when Crappy got all mad at me because I had a Phoebos?
Oh yes, yeah. How come Crappy does that?
Because he's a vulnerable narcissist.
Oh, he is a narcissist.
Oh. All right, hold on. I gotta wind my watch. Who do I remind you? Who do I remind you of, guys? I can hear the rotor go. Zzz, when I, zzz.
7750, and or Seiko, because you can't. Some Seikos you can't wind. The only way you can get them going is to shake them a bit.
Yeah, the old ones.
Like my 6139.
The old ones. But the NH35 movement has hand winding and hacking. It's the newer movement.
Yeah, but if it's going to be a Pogue, you got to have the right.
The Orient is very cringy. Oh my god, I love it.
Oh, we got another super chat. Oh, we did that one.
No.
Oh, we got another super chat. Here we go. Patel Philippe, $5. Rank best collections in Australia. AC3, Angelic, Mr. GMT, Perf Luxury,
How do you
JL.
not know that you just did that one? How do you not realize?
No, this is Mr. 2, Air King Ben, Plastic, and Soul.
Oh,
I would say AC3, Sov, Air King Ben, Mr. GMT, Plastic, Mr.
Diabetes
2, and Perf Luxury. Mr. 2 sold everything off, and
we gotta put
Tony
it at the
Nico
end.
sold all his watches off as well.
How can these guys be, angry at my beautiful Orient? It's all in-house, everything. Vertical integration.
Did you see any of the news of some talk about Rolex, like hiding the fact that they're mainly made in China?
Well, they're not. So, it's one of those dumb TikTok rumors.
Those clickbait things?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's all. That's TikTok. But you know what? What is true, though, although Rolex 100%, listen, when they bought movements, who knows? But now they make movements. So,
okay.
But it's a pretty well-known fact that Omega sources a lot of their bracelets and straps out of China. Super chat. Mr. GMT, super chat. Archibald, I'd like you to read this, please. Go right ahead.
Yes, Mr. G. You know, Mr. GMT is a great guy, don't you?
I do. Wouldn't it be nice if you read his super chat?
Here we go, Mr. GMT, $10. Hope all is well, my sexy friends.
What are you writing? I hear you typing and typing. I see you focused on something. Are you doing something? You writing to the ex-wife?
No,
Your
I'm
girlfriend?
just happy chappies.
Happy chappies. Are we ordering a shawarma today?
No, we didn't get in. No, I was going to make something on the barbecue later.
Oh, throw another shrimp on the Barbie? Do we call it a
Yeah.
Barbie? Do we call it a Barbie? No. All right, no, I'm putting it back on you. Don't take it off of you or I'll just fix it. We're going to watch you type.
Oh, fuck.
Mike, when he's done, we'll resume the show. It's very important email.
How do you know I'm typing?
I hear it. Click, 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 click. I see you looking down at the keyboard. You're very busy right now. Guys, we'll be back. Listen, there's 131 punters with us right now. All 131 of you, sit on your thumb a minute. We'll be right back.
Okay, I'm back.
Are you? Yay.
Yeah.
All right, then. Mikey's back.
I got to get a silent keyboard. You know that?
No, because this is okay. This is you.
Hey, I wanted to ask you something.
Hey. Yes. Ask me anything. Hey, look, let's have a segment called Ask Mark and Ask Mike. And you can ask each of us one or two really, anything you want.
Inappropriate.
Yeah, we'll answer. Right, Mike?
I don't know about inappropriate, but sure. Sounds like fun.
Let's try.
Ask him. Come on, let's keep going. Let's go.
It's your turn. It's your segment. You were going to ask questions.
Go. Okay, I got to ask you a question.
Just got a super chat him in.
Mikey, when are you getting a Breguet?
Oh, come on.
Oh, Arch, I'm not buying any watches for quite a while.
Honest to God.
Mark, if you were offered, you mentioned you're getting the Land Dweller soon. You're on the list.
No. Hold on. Let me set the record straight. I said I've asked for a Land Dweller, and they have said they will do everything they can to get me one. And baby Jesus knows how long. That could take 2-3 years. Nobody knows. We'll see. But continue. You
mentioned you may get rid of your Panda to facilitate it.
I did.
Are you serious or are you insane?
Tell me why to keep the Panda when I barely ever wear it.
Because when you sold your last one, you had to buy it back.
That is.
It's a toxic. It's like a toxic relationship. It's painful.
Yeah, that's
but you just can't help yourself. You know what I mean? Like.
So, okay. Look, hold on. Back the truck up. Work with me, not against me. I had a steel bezeled. Sorry, I'm a little drunk. I had a steel bezeled Daytona, and I didn't like it, and I sold it. But I sold it before the prices went. Bzzz. If I would have held it for another year to 18 months, I would have gotten double what I paid for it. So that was painful. I couldn't read the time. I didn't like the steel bezel, but then when they came out with the ceramic bezel, by that point, I had a relationship with my boyfriend is so cute. Oh my God. I had a relationship with an AD, and I said, "Hey, how about this Panda?" And he goes, "I don't know how long it's going to take, but I will get you one." And it took a long time, but he got me one. And then that gaping wound in my heart was healed for having taken an amount of money for my steel Panda that I won't even disclose to you. It's so painful. But I think it was about getting ripped off. Then when I got the Panda, I was happy because I had climbed Everest. But once you climb Everest, the fuck is left? What do you do next? What do you climb after you climbed Everest? Get a Pepsi?
Did you get a paddock then? Isn't that when you become a paddock person?
I mean, if you like paddock, but one thing, the mistake I made. Do you know why I bought that first Daytona?
Why's that?
I made a huge mistake, and I bought it because I was a little new in the game. A little new.
How new?
And I was like maybe 2-3 years in, and I had more money than sense, and I thought I'm supposed to want it. I'm supposed to have it. I'll get street cred. This was around the same time as Bear and I were first met and were first fighting, and I thought I'll have cred. I'll have more cred than Bear if I get a.
You're joking. It was a spite purchase, Larry David.
Yeah, it was like all the wrong motivation, Mike. It was all the wrong reasons. Never buy something to fuck somebody else over because they don't care.
none of my friends gave two shits about whether or not I got a watch or not, and family as well.
Normal people don't care about this stuff.
They don't. They don't give two shits about
So
watches.
basically, all I was doing was competing with a bunch of other, mentally ill, misfit narcissists, such as myself.
Yeah. I mean that is the group that's a good description of the group.
I mean,
that
it's
we
like
are.
trying to win the Special Olympics.
That's why, like,
not that special, guys.
I gained a lot of enjoyment out of striking up conversations, like at the grocery store when I see somebody wearing.
They don't like it when you clock someone's fucking Rolex in public and you compliment them. They either get weirded out because they think you're going to rob them, or they don't know what the fuck they're wearing. Listen. 9 out of 10, they're like, "Oh, it's a Casio," and I go, "Is it one of those the solar powered ones?" And he's like, "Yeah, it is." And I'm like, "Those are really cool. That's a beautiful watch, sir." And I just move on. Okay, always compliment them, regardless of what they have. I was in an airplane, and the guy next to me had a solid gold Daytona, and I said to him, "Nice Daytona," and he looked at me like I was stupid, and he said, "Well, it's a Rolex."
Yeah, well,
I thought I was wrong.
Occasionally,
hold on a minute. Hold on, Mike. We lost Archie. Look at him. Are you with us?
Yes, I am. I got to tell you something.
Whoa. If you're with us.
Whoa.
What were we talking about?
Solid gold Submariners.
No.
You're talking about this escapades when you had a Daytona.
No. Now pay attention. I'm going to make you repeat the story. I'm in an airplane. The guy next to me is wearing a solid gold Daytona. I said to him, "Nice Daytona." And he said, it's a Rolex. Like, he didn't know what a Daytona was. He just knew it was a Rolex. That's all he knew. So normal people just buy a Rolex and they don't really know what model they have. They just know it's a Rolex.
Well,
actually, I had someone who was wearing a Submariner. They said the same thing. I said, "Nice Submariner." He goes, "It's a Rolex."
Told you. So basically, guys, we're fucked. That's what I'm trying to say. And speaking of fucked, Narc. Wait.
This thing here, you wig-wearing fuck. This is the Archie show, not the fucking Mark Goldberg show. You're insufferable.
You know what? It's true, but I wish he...
No. Mark,
pay attention. Narc, make him pay attention.
Mark, I'm going to give you an honest assessment, fair and balanced.
Thank you.
I appreciate you. Come on. Can you be funny? You're tolerable.
Yes.
But the ratio between you talking and him talking is out of whack.
You're 100% right. It's so true.
Right?
Make him talk.
No. Archie, what the fuck is going on, you fat fuck? Right? This is your show.
Narc, I have a question. Narc, question for you.
If you don't like it, why don't you just fuck off and leave?
Wait, he might have a point, Narc.
No. Archie, carry on the way you are, and we'll see where we'll see you end up. You end up nowhere, you shivered fuck.
Listen,
Mark's helping you here, but he's taking over the show. You know why he's taking over the show? Because you're not doing anything. You're sniffing fucking shit there. Get the fuck out of here, Arch.
Wait.
Don't enable him. Don't enable him.
Okay, that's it. You know what?
Gaffer tape your mouth. Gaffer tape your mouth.
It's enabling. So I find myself filling in the silences, and there's a lot of them.
Yeah, but that's the problem here, Mark. The balance is off.
What you're saying is I should just let the silence be silent so he...
Yes.
Okay, good idea. I like it. I'm going with it.
Mark, I'm not having a go at you. I appreciate that you come on.
No. You're right. I like it.
But you come on. As soon as you start talking, it allows him to be disengaged and start sniffing shit like a hound. It's like a hound dog. It's like a hound dog. He just sniffs shit.
I used to have a radio show, and what I know from being on the radio was that dead
What do
air...
you mean you had a radio show? What does that mean, you had a radio show?
Well, I did. So the point is
was
that...
Was it syndicated? Was it syndicated?
No, it was local, but in Chicago. And what the thing is
that... How many listeners did you have?
Well, I don't know. I never got the ratings. But the point is that you're trained not to permit dead air. So that's kind of...
Did you have analytics? Did you have analytics like Curly?
Wait, what? I didn't hear you.
Analytics.
No, this was pre-internet.
Look at this fat fuck. Look at him. Just disengaged.
I'm winding a watch up, for fuck's sake.
You can wind and talk.
Winding, Narc. Listening to your dribble out of your horrid fucking mouth.
This is better.
Horrid fucking mouth. I'm listening to your dribble. I'm trying to work out what I should make for lunch today.
It was actually called The Pet Show.
You can fucking wind and talk at the
WCBR,
same time, you stupid fuck.
87.5
Wind and talk,
Heights,
wind and
Chicago.
talk, wind and talk.
Oh my God. Okay.
Yeah,
But Narc,
seriously, Mark.
you got a point, Narc. You got a point. I should allow dead air. I should. I guess I should.
I ran the last 40 minutes through my fucking program.
You
You'd
know
be
what,
talking
though?
95% of the time. Shut up for a sec. You'd be talking 95% of the time.
Yes. You know what though?
Come on,
Bear is my god, and he would fill in the gaps and make Archie talk.
You're filling in too many gaps that you fucking understand.
You know what? I'm
You're
no
a gap
Bear.
filler. You're a gap
true.
filler.
It's
Mark,
true.
Mark.
It's true.
Don't play your state. You're getting played out.
It's
right?
true. It's no Bear. I'm no Bear. I admit it.
You know
You're
what?
right.
You know when you used to go out with guys, right? You used to carry the conversation.
Mhm.
Don't you hate that?
Mm-mm.
You're carrying the whole conversation here.
Yeah, I don't expect anybody to talk. I just want to.
And this sniffing stupid fuck just sits there. I'm not talking about you, Mike. I'm talking about Archie.
Ha ha! Thank you, Narc. You know
Well,
what, Narc?
Archie,
The thing I love about you most, Narc, is the fact that you got no fucking filters with you, is there? You just open up your foul fucking mouth. Foul.
This is better. This is better. This is better. This is better.
This is better.
Right?
This is
You're
better.
engaged. Mark, seriously, this is why we love Lux now. Because he doesn't appease Archie anymore. You're too nice, right? You got a bit of bear in you.
I think you know what? Honestly, I think it's a pretty good assessment.
Right? When he's disengaged, you call him out.
No,
what you
that
do,
doesn't work. Whoa. That doesn't work. That's Bear. Fuckface. It doesn't
no.
work. It doesn't snap him back, Bear or Narc. It doesn't. I just
No,
gotta hold on. I just gotta let the air be dead.
This is not good. This is not good. I miss Eddie now.
That's in there. CB, $5. Panda Daytona is the Rolex I like the least. It's so boring.
It's very small. It wears for me. I mean, I have a beautiful
$5. The guy's worth $100 million. Flexing cheap cunt. $5, CB. Get the fuck out of here. It's not even worth reading. $5.
Wait. We're happy for every super chat.
This week says it's worth over $100 million. $5.
Archie, aren't we happy for every super chat?
We love every super chat. In fact, I'm going to start a fire and do a wax seal demonstration for you
Archie,
today.
is Narc right? Should I shut up and let you talk more? Because I think he might be right.
You know, Mark, I don't like to have barriers or boundaries. You do whatever makes you...
No, buddy, Mark, carry on the way you are, but hold back, withhold a bit.
I think
you understand.
Right. Yeah.
You understand. You haven't shut the fuck up since you came on. And it's not your fault, actually partly your fault. But this guy, you're trying to fill in. You're trying to carry this fat fuck.
You're right.
Look at
it's
it.
not my show. It's not my show. You're right.
If he was a head dog, he'd be a hound dog. Look at him sniffing around. He'd be a fucking hound dog.
Let me say something. Let me say something really quick.
Your composition is throwing me off. Get in the middle. Center the camera. You're throwing me off here.
No. My leg's up on the fucking desk, and I'm keeping it above. My leg's all fucked up. So,
which one?
You realize, Narc, while you're talking, Archie isn't.
That's because I'm a narcissist. I like hearing myself.
Welcome to the club. Is that heroin?
Have you ever seen a fat heroin junkie besides Curly? No.
Curly was on heroin?
What kind of rumors are you spreading, Archie?
Oh my God, Narc, I love you. I love you today. You know this?
Spreading scandalous rumors. You're a besmirching.
You're a gaslighter, Mark. You know that? You're a gaslighter.
You're besmirching his good character.
You know what, guys? This is one of my favorite. This has to be my favorite segment on this show, like almost ever.
Oh, mate, great, you stupid fucks. I'm out of here.
Hey, Narc, don't go. What do you think of... Oh, he's gone.
Well, the problem is now that now you have to talk. Well, either that or Mike, because I'm not allowed.
I'm just burning the wax, getting the wax hot.
Well, everybody knows I've been known to run on for
they
too much time.
They like it when you do that.
I do find it oftentimes exceedingly hard to even finish a sentence, and hence I've been just kind of staying more quiet lately.
Why is that, Mike? What do you mean you find it hard to finish a sentence?
It's just something, a super chat pops up in the middle, or somebody jumps in and interrupts me or whatever.
Well, let's give you a solid.
It's just become more difficult to like finish a statement or a thought.
Go ahead. It's all you right now. Archie's busy.
No, I'm blank now. That was my only thought.
All right, we'll watch Archie. Guys, do you think Narc is right? Because I kind of think he is.
Yeah, honestly, I actually agree with most of what.
There we go. Look at this. I did a perfect P for fuckface.
That looks beautiful.
Oops, and the wax is drying.
It's my favorite color. Teal. Blue-green. P for Plutard.
Positive!
I used to be able to anodize titanium in 3 colors like that.
Speak, Mike. I'm sorry to interrupt your thought. Now that you've had one, super chat.
Super chat. We got super chats. How much to put that hot wax on your
ninnies?
Ninnies.
Your nippies. On your nippies.
Can you do that?
Yeah, I'm sure you could. It's gonna hurt. It's gotta hurt, fuckers. It's gotta hurt. Remember your phrase. It's gotta hurt, fuckers.
It's gotta hurt, fuckface.
Right.
Mikey, I tell you something. I don't have a Rolex anymore. I want to ask you, how do you feel about that? Not owning a Rolex. Like, you sold Rolex, but you came back. First moment you just came back into the fray. You had no. Yeah. What happened?
Well, of course, I sold everything off to get the car, but now I literally did feel kind of naked without at least one Rolex, and I decided, okay, getting one back with after selling the car, getting at least one back, it was going to start with the 41 sub and go from there. I mean, back in the day, I had a no holes 40 sub and a holes M. I think second to the last year of production, M or Y or Z. And then I had a holes version that was older, and I had 2 sea dwellers, and I had a couple of Pams, and I had an 8-day hand winder that I loved to death, and it was a Luminor with a sandwich dial. I think.
Remember what reference Pam you had?
No, but it was called the 8 days. But I forget the.
They have many 8 days, Mikey.
Okay,
Mikey, is Archie a real man without a Rolex? Tell us what you think.
Archie's a real man with no watch on his hand.
Is he really a watch guy anymore? With no Rolex?
No Rolex. I don't have a Rolex.
Well, Brigade's a fine substitute. If that's his choice, then so be it.
What do you think, Marky, when you heard the news I'd sold the Rolexes? How did you handle that?
I considered hiring a divorce attorney at that point. I almost called Clyde. I think my employment contract has been violated. Because all I remember is Rolex. The only thing that matters is Rolex. Every man needs a Rolex. Gotta hurt, fuckers. Rolex. Keep having your $5,000. You know who taught me that? You did that to me. Now I got like a dozen of these fucking things. I have like a baker's dozen.
See what you did to Mark?
Right? Like, I gotta carry these fucking watches on my.
You permanently affected his pocketbook.
Thank you, Mike. You understand.
Yeah, I mean, it's terrible, Archie.
It's true. You've permanently affected my net worth.
Just kidding. I love you.
I don't know. I think you might be onto something, Mikey. Archie, tell us how you feel not having a Rolex. We need a solid 3 or 4 minute soliloquy. Go.
It's kind of strange because I always have owned Rolex, except when I went through a very brief period of stupidity in the early 2000s. The last Rolex, I started my Rolex journey I started my journey with Explorer 1. I then sold it to get a day date. Then I sold that day date. I had 2 dates at one stage. I got a better day date. Then I sold the other day date. And then I got a sub, an Explorer 2, a 16610, Explorer 2, date just, and the day date with diamond dial. I was happy, but then I just didn't have any money. Had to sell it a lot. The last watches I sold off was the Explorer 2. So that then I went through phases. Then I got some date just. I had a bit of a patch in the 2000s. I've kind of had a Rolex. I've had a Rolex for a long time. So it's kind of like a 15, I'd say it's like a 15-year stint with Rolexes. But you know something, Marky? Actually, when I had the 5 Pateks and the JLC, that's the closest. Yeah, I didn't have any. The thing is, I don't care anymore. You know that, Mark?
What don't you care about?
I actually want to get rid of stuff, Mark.
Like what? You don't have that much stuff to get rid of now. Like Breguet? Are you done being a Breguet man?
Well, what I'd like to get rid of, I'll show you. I'd like to get rid of the PAM.
How about getting rid of the super chat by reading it?
CB $2. I would have sold my car before my watches.
Well, then how would you get to work? Well, Archie doesn't work, but
well, the problem is I'm on a lease. If I'd have to put money in. The car was financed.
You're upside down. Upside down, as we call it in the biz.
Yeah, I'm upside down. So how would that bring in any money?
Well, the super chat just brought.
I've got a few things I want to sell. You know, my Skeletto del Tempo watch. Super chat. Ken Fresno, $2. Repeat. I am not a Rolex man. I am not a Rolex man.
I got to take a quick business call. I'll be right back.
No worries. Mikey, I want to ask you something.
Okay.
Oh, we got a super chat here. Just 1 minute. Let me catch up. Rolex, $2. If you could have one Rolex back, what would it be? You know what I'd really like to get now? I'd like to get a solid gold Submariner ceramic. I actually want the 40 mil. I want the 40 mil because it's cheaper and I like the gold writing. Yeah, I think that'd be cool because my collection, that's what I'd like to have. I'll work on that, Mikey. What do you think?
In terms of watches that I've owned, that let's see, if you could have Rolex back, what would it be? Okay, so we're working within watches that I've owned previously. It would have to be the newest model 40 millimeter Sea Dweller.
Oh, the newest Sea Dweller. Oh, but Mikey, you've already got a sub. Why would you need a Sea Dweller if you got a sub? I don't understand.
I'm just answering the question as it was asked. That's all. Because I've owned a James Cameron, and I liked it a lot, and I may own another one, but it didn't really do what I thought it was going to do on the market, and so.
Let's go to Rusty's watches, Mike. I want to check something out. I want to get rid of my PAM, okay? So first thing to do is we go to Rusty, PAM 662. Let's see have anything come up here, okay?
All right.
Let's have a look. Okay, okay, so nothing, that means nothing in the last 24 hours has been listed as far as 662s go. Okay, fair enough. Let's go, and we'll go to Chrono 24. Let's see what these fuckers are going for, okay? Because I want to get rid of the fucking thing, Mike. Do you understand or not?
Oh, yeah.
Let's have a look. What are Pam 662s going for? Oh, 662 Boutique Edition. There you go. That's one in Italy. Fuck, 10,000. Yeah, that's mine. That's mine. It's a Boutique Edition. 662. Yeah, I got that stupid paper thing there too.
Box and papers and everything else?
Box papers and recent service.
The little silicone cover?
Yeah, I got all that crap.
Yeah, very cool.
Man,
fuck. If that's what it's listing for, I would be listing it right at this very moment, everywhere it could at 10, or what you see it listed for, or maybe $50 under what you see everybody listing it for, and you'll probably be the first one to get sold.
Yeah. Yeah, I kind of wouldn't mind moving that piece, actually, Mike.
I mean, in previous streams, you were subtracting and adding values of watches to see how much you could, gather up to get a certain amount of money together. And you put 5 on the PAM. You said, I can get 5 for the PAM. Okay, I can get, 40 for the Patek if I want, or 30 for the Patek if I want. I can get, this much for that watch.
Let's have it. Where I'd list it, I tell you, I'd probably list it on Facebook.
I mean, if they're going for 10 right now, man, it's time to list that sucker.
Australia watch market. There we go. I'm going to search 662. Let's see if there's any 662s come up. Oops. Nothing came up. Pam 662. Nothing came up. This is actually a very popular place to sell shit. They got a Squally for $1,000. That's not terrible, is it? There's a Hoya. Let's have a look. Is anything interesting? That's a nice JLC. Look at that.
Mm-hmm.
Nice Rolex. There is some nice watches here, Mike.
Yeah. I love PAM. It's one of my favorite companies, but I do love their crown guard. And the models without the crown guard look especially vulnerable. Just the way the case shape is.
6,000 for a 40 mil show part in gold. That's Aussie dollars we're talking. Oh, that's a cheap.
Yeah. What's this? $50?
This is a Breitling. Fuck, that's actually not bad value at all.
Yeah, that's pretty sharp looking. But it's Breitling too.
Advertisement, if you don't mind.
What's the ticket on this?
Just 1 minute. I'm going to run an advertisement. I just got to take a quick call.
Hi guys, it's Archie Luxury here. Today, guys, I want to share with you a great website that I use to check out watches. That's right, guys. I don't know about you, but I am somebody who wants to keep an eye on prices and see where the market's going. And the best website for this is rustyswatches.com. rustyswatches.com. Now, what it does, if you're in the US, Australia, the UK, Ireland, Canada, it will list recent listings so you can see new watches as they come to market. Not only new listings, but recently price drops. So if you're keeping an eye on the watch of your dreams, Rusty's Watches is the place to go. If you've got a special watch you want and you want to get the best possible deal you can, I'd highly recommend Rusty's Watches. Now he's got some instant buttons. Patek, Breguet, Omega, Rolex, Cartier, to name but a few. Click on Breguet and it shows us recent new listings for Breguet. Hey, here's one at Watch Finder. Watch Finder has guys.
There we go, guys. Check it out. Fuck, I'm falling in love, Mike.
Yeah.
But it's only, I don't think it has the metal bracelet.
What's the ticket?
It seems to have the rubber. I don't know where the metal bracelet's gone. Where's it gone?
This is what, like $5,000?
$4,000, but it doesn't have the bracelet. Where the fuck is the bracelet? It should have the bracelet.
Yeah, maybe got put on something else or something.
Who knows? But
yeah.
My dad used to have an Omega like this, similar. Fucking ugly as fuck. 16800, they were great. That's a nice watch. Fuck, 12,000, that's expensive. That's Aussie dollars. I'm just getting addicted to it. I don't like looking at watches because I get really addicted to this shit really quickly. I might list my Pam. Oh, nice subby. Look at the subby.
Love that taper on that bracelet.
That's beautiful. That's the new 41 mil. Fucking beautiful. Fuck. I missed mine. I had one like that.
Mine has that taper. Cool. Love it.
Like
I said, I think the 41... With the 41, they just fixed all the little nitpicky things about the, the previous generation.
What's up, people?
Sub.
Erwin, how are you, man?
Up? How are you? I'm good.
Hi, Erwin.
Good.
I got to catch up on the super chats quickly. Rolex.
Super chats.
If I could get one Rolex back, what would it be? Solid gold Submariner, blue dial. That's it. That's all I want back. Patel Philippe, $2. You missed one of my super chats. Also, Breguet versus Rolex. Patel Philippe.
Is there one? I can't see.
You got the best collections.
I
thought I did them all. Sorry, Patel.
Patel Philippe, he's got a super chat.
You missed one of my super chats above. Also, Breguet or Rolex. Yeah, that's.
I got to tell you, Breguet versus Rolex. You know what, Breguet. What do you think, Erwin? I'm in financial trouble. Erwin.
Yo.
I tell you what happened. My life hasn't worked out the way. Do you mind if I go and get some coffee ice cream?
By all means, it's your show.
Yeah, fucking CB said, "Oh, Arch, you got to watch your diet." You know what? Fuck. I got a little bit of coffee ice cream left. I want to have some.
Where are you?
I think you should be happy because he literally had that Pam in his hand when he was trying to evaluate the value of his collection, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. And he said $5,000, that's what he factored in as the worth of that PAM, and he's just pulled it up on 2 different
10
sites,
grand, right?
and it's 10 grand. So you figure, okay, sell for 9. You know, make it a quick, fast sale, and you're fucking golden. You know, you're in the black. You know,
Yeah,
you made money on that one.
Archie, I'm very proud of you that you were able to sell so many of your watches.
Look, Erwin, let me tell you what's happened, okay?
Yeah.
Look, I had big plans this year. I was supposed to, my ass was not supposed to be in a fucking garage hiding the car from the repo man. I was supposed to be in Malaysia now. However, I ran out of money.
It's okay, buddy. Look,
Would you cancel credit cards?
would I cancel credit card?
If you were me,
I think if you
I have a spending
self-discipline-
addiction. I start buying stuff when I'm feeling depressed.
Yeah,
I
if you
bought
have
so
that,
many.
if you have that problem, then you should probably cancel credit card. But look, Archie, I really am proud of
flavors.
you.
Mikey, look at that, Mikey.
Coffee.
Oh yeah, Haagen-Dazs good ice cream.
But I'm really proud of you for selling so many of your watches there. Archie.
Well, I wanted to do 2 things when I decided to flick.
Yep.
Keep the 3 Breguets. Keep the Patek World Time. And I also wanted to keep the Speedy because that was a gift. It's really off to sell a gift, okay?
Yep.
And that's what I've kind of done. I've also the only watch in the men's I've got is a PAM. I may sell that. What do you think?
I think you should.
Yes, 100%.
We unanimously agree that you should sell the PAM.
I'll list it. How much? What do you reckon it'll go for?
Well, you just pulled it up and saw pricings of around 9 and 10.
Yeah.
That's US. It's in Italy, but they always fantasies.
I know, but so lower your price a little bit. You're still paying way less than you paid for it yourself, and you assessed it yourself at $5,000. You know, the other day when you were assessing the value of your own
sold to $3. Arch, the Breitling strap is OEM. Yes, but why doesn't it have the bracelet as well, Lou Soul? Can you just rubber like that? Because it hasn't got the buckle. It looks kind of cheap.
Yeah, so I was wondering, is like if it's available without a bracelet in just strap form.
I think you're talking about the Super Ocean, right?
Mm.
Yeah, I think it's available without the bracelet.
Hey,
okay.
I want to ask you something.
Yo.
I did some silly things. I went to Geneva. That was expensive. I still got some stuff to sell. I've got that Seiko. You know the Seiko?
Yep.
I've got the... is there any way I could swap that Seiko for... So I paid 1,100 Aussie for it.
Mm-hmm.
Could I swap that for... how much would you rent me your place for?
Well,
it's a box papers Seiko. Box papers, really minty. It's a new model Seiko. You've seen it, the blue dial.
Yeah.
It retails for 1950. I paid 1,100 Aussie for it. That's what I paid.
When you coming? Because I've just rented out my place.
That's okay. That's okay.
But I can get you a place that's cheap. You know, it's not too.
That's okay. Okay, no worries. That's okay. You rented it out. I've gone through some very bad finance. Look, do you think I wanted to sell the fucking Rolex off?
Well, I know, Archie. That's well. On hindsight, everything seems better. But you know what? My business partner used to tell me, if money is a problem, it's really not a problem. It can be resolved.
I could have done something else. You know that, Owen?
Yeah. What is it?
I could have sold the JLC gold and the world time to raise around the same money.
But Archie, you well, if you were to do that, you'll be saying that you shouldn't have sold the world timer.
You tell me.
It's okay, Archie. Look, what's done, it's done. It's in the past. Hindsight.
Yeah, but I needed the money. The watch market's very slow as well. You got to understand,
yeah,
it's not an easy market.
Get rid of the pan. Get rid of the pan and stop buying stuff.
Yeah.
You got a super chat.
Here we go. Todd Guna, $2. Archie, what happened to your missus? Everything is great. I'm actually going on a date with her tonight. We're going out tonight.
Hopefully you're not spending too much.
Well, that's an investment.
True.
Erwin.
Yo.
The economy is really fucked. I mean, I had 30,000 in card debt. I still got a ladies. I want to sell it. The dealer, the Pam hasn't gone. If I sold it back to the dealer, the Pam, I would have taken a couple $1,000 loss.
You would. So let's see.
I don't know. I kind of like the Pam. Do you think I should keep it? I like it.
Well, Archie, we all like many things. And I think if you don't need it, sell it. The key word here is need. Do you need it?
We don't need any of this crap.
There you go. Sell them all.
Do we need this stuff? Tell me. Mike.
Well, Mike, what do you think?
Absolutely not. You know, we don't need these things. They help kind of help us rationalize certain feelings we have for materialistic stuff, and there's always a psychological aspect behind it, but as far as needing, no.
I think we all need at least one watch, right? Mikey,
Yeah.
what would be that one watch you would
I have it on.
claim that?
I'm wearing it right now.
Yeah, the one watch you would have and why?
Right there.
What's that?
41 millimeter sub.
All right. Maybe you should ask the punters. Punters, what would be the one watch you would have if you only have one watch and why? Please help Archie out by dropping some of the super chats there. By telling us what would be that one watch you would have and why.
The funny thing is, Erwin, I said the one watch would be perfect for life would be the fucking Bluesy!
Well,
I sold the perfect one-piece watch. Rolex Bluesy.
It's okay, Archie. It's okay. Like I said, what's done is done. Move on.
Actually,
right?
Something else I could have done. He said he'd take the Traditional instead of the Bluesy.
For the same price?
Actually, he would have given me slightly more.
How much more?
A couple, $2,000 more.
Wow. I would have thought you would have done that just to like.
The traditional. That's the centerpiece. Erwin fucking has one. Do you understand this? He's cool. He's a fucking lawyer. TGV's got one. Fuckface has got one. And that Andrew Morgan has the model before mine. I can't sell that. That's a Breguet man. He wasn't interested in the enamel dial, by the way. But I can't sell that either because Thomas Burnett got that.
Archie, you don't don't own watches because someone else has it.
Yeah, but cool people own the 7057. It's so cool.
But okay, you would Bluesy will be your one watch to have.
Can I show you? Can I get my watch box out? Put the watches in. You can see what the collection looks like now.
Yes, please. Let's do that. Let's do that.
I'll go and get the watch box.
Yeah. What about the punters? Punters, what do you think? What would be the one watch you would have and why? Or you should have and why? I think it's going to be tough for me if I were to decide to have only one watch. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. For me, it's kind of an easy decision because I love the sub and I just recently sold the one I had, so it's time to start from scratch. And the sub was, the first one on the list.
Yeah.
Okay, we got the box. Because I sold the wooden one, the wooden green one. I sold that, by the way, too.
Ta-da!
Okay. Let me stock this fucker.
Are you going to sell
Let me stock the fucker. Okay?
Here we go.
So I got to be honest with you, Erwin.
Yes.
Life is not always beer and Skittles. Sometimes you have some times where things don't always work out what you want.
Yep.
Ask Mike about that. He knows about that, don't you, Mike?
Can you repeat that? I was sorry.
You bought the Porsche, the 911. It didn't, the whale tail. It didn't turn out to be. It didn't make you happy that you thought it would.
No. I mean, it turned out to be more of a project than I originally thought.
Do you think they misled you? Did they take advantage of you?
A little bit, but
they did take advantage. They took advantage of you.
Yeah, it's a long story. I'm not going to get into, but no, I paid about what I should have for the car. I thought I was getting a screaming deal, but because the car had been turned into a race car, its value had been seriously diminished. I did not consider that. I thought, a raced out one would be worth just the same. And then once I got it home, I discovered just regular owner and maintenance and stuff and the little things that it needed. It was going to be years before I had that thing on the track. And so I as quickly as I bought it, it was as quick as I listed it and sold it.
Are you embarrassed you made a mistake buying it?
No, not at all. Because the way I see it is, I kind of had to go through buying that whole Porsche process to, end up at a point where I had the liquid money in my hand, and then the listing for my yellow car came about, and I was able to jump on it. It was like a perfect storm, and I had to go through losing some money on that Porsche to do so. And plus, I lose money on everything I do. I'm never ashamed. I when I want something, I want it, and the price is just fucking money.
Does the collection have the same feel with no Rolex?
So you have the Patek.
It sucks. The collection sucks. It sucks.
No, it does not. It does not suck.
It could have 2 Rolexes in it, and it would be really rocking.
But he's got a
But it
Patek and a
doesn't
Breguet.
suck at all. Doesn't suck at all.
He's
By
got a
any-
Patek and a
any-
Breguet, which trumps over Rolex anytime. I'm sorry to say that. Yeah. No, I'm not sorry to say that. Don't get me wrong, Panthers. I do love Rolex, but yeah. Oh, you got a super chat there.
Super chat, super chat, super chat.
Okay.
Black Cat 997, $5 to Irwin. Would have to be something very simple that would fit in everywhere. Explorer 1, 3940 models come to mind. Maybe a black steel Submariner.
I noticed most of the punters or like you or yourself will actually go for a Rolex. Well, I agree. It has to be something that will fit everywhere, both dressy and sporty at the same time.
Okay, that's basically what I want to have. That's it. I want to get rid of the PAM. That's what I want to have in the box.
I think you have a cool collection there, Archie. That's a very cool collection.
I'm thinking about selling this box as well.
Might as well. How much are you selling it for?
I was hoping to get Aussie or US. What do you want?
All right, US then.
$5,000.
$5,000.
I got a few other things I want to sell as well.
That would be interesting. $5,000.
What do you think? 3 Breguets, a Patek, and a Speedy. What do you think of that as a collection?
I think that's a cool 5-piece collection there. Look, Archie, I don't think anyone would say that is not a serious collection by all standards. I mean, freaking hell, you've got Breguet, you've got a Patek, and of course you have Omega, right? Which is also a serious brand. And so what if you don't have a Rolex? Doesn't really matter. I still think that it's a serious collector.
It doesn't mean you can't get one in the future, does it?
Exactly. I can tell you this, Archie. Most collectors will have a Rolex, but they can't really get a Patek or can't really afford to get a Patek or a Breguet.
You reckon?
Yeah. So I think most collectors who, I mean, I'm not generalizing, but people who have Rolex,
they can't have the Patek or the Breguets.
Yeah. But on the reverse, people who have Patek and the Breguet, they could probably afford it. It's not an issue for them. It's just a matter of whether they want to or not.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Right. So you fall into that category of people who can but doesn't want to. See what's working in the mind? Yeah. So think of it that way, and you see how your collection is in fact pretty cool, extraordinary.
The other thing is, when I was thinking, just have the Speedy as my beta.
Yeah.
The gold Breguets, maybe I should just fucking... At what age do you just start wearing gold and saying, I don't care about scratches or things like that? Like, I'm not going to have... There's less in front than behind. You understand what I'm saying?
Yep.
What age do you do that?
I think age is just a number. I mean, Archie, you're a lot older than I am.
How old are you?
I'm 44.
I'm 53. That's not that older. 9 years.
Yeah, I know. But
What the hell are you going on about? Jesus Christ. I'm actually 52 still.
Yeah. Okay, that's probably like 8 years. Well, if you ask me, even at my age, I'm into gold. I mean, I'm not really into, but I can accept gold collection. Yeah.
You know what hurts the most? can I tell you what hurts the most?
Yeah.
I really liked that gold JLC. Actually, that was a good watch, but I really needed the money. That was a watch that I honestly am sad to see, because it was a really good chunky monkey. And when I filmed the Breguet Bentley commercial, I was wearing the gold JLC. I was such a cool Breguet man, I can wear another watch in their fucking commercial and nobody would know. You understand? That's what a Breguet man does. He's so cool, he doesn't even wear the product in the commercial. Does that make sense or not?
It does make sense. Yeah. Yeah. You've got super chat, by the way. Super chat.
Super chat.
Can't do
Loose
it like-
Soul, what happened to
Wow.
Kelly? You bought a few. So what happened? What happened? What's he saying? Loose Soul, $3. What happened to Kelly you bought a few years ago? You mean the Hermes Kelly? Hermes. Loose Soul, beginning of this year, I gave all my Hermes stuff. There was 2 Birkins, the pink Birkin, the black Birkin, the Kelly, and the Gypsum. I gave them to a vintage dealer to sell for me. And I also gave him some other stuff. I had a scarf. What else did I have? A beach towel. I had some other shit. He actually sold it all for me. I lost money. I basically said to him, I want what I paid for it, and he minus 22.5%, which is, it is what it is, okay? But I'm out of it. That money also, I thought that'd be enough money to stop the tide. But it wasn't really enough money. I've also got some ladies' stuff to sell, Erwin. Are you interested in buying some ladies' stuff, Erwin?
What lady stuff do you have?
I got a Cartier Banois.
Oh,
Very cool.
pretty cool.
I got a ladies' Chopard with diamonds, happy diamonds.
Show part. Okay, right.
I'll go and get it. If anyone's interested, just let me know, guys. I'll go and get the happy diamonds.
Yeah, if any of the punters here are interested, you know where to reach out. Is that his garage? He's got a sofa, coffee table.
Man cave.
Man, his man cave. Huh?
Yeah.
That's a sad man cave.
There was an old television show where there was this like super like private investigator guy that would run around creating justice, and he was like an investigator or private eye or something along those lines. But he drove this really hot car, and part of his thing was he'd hit this garage door opener, pull in, and the door would close, and he'd just walk down 2 steps into his office and the rest of his apartment.
What do you think of that?
Oh, that's
He's
Mother of
working
Pearl, yeah?
Sorry?
Very nice. Mother of Pearl.
Gorgeous.
Yeah, I want to sell that. And I also found that Seiko, by the way, guys. I really want to sell that, Mike.
There you go.
600 US, 700 US I'm selling it for.
That's nice. That's a nice piece.
Yeah, beautiful piece.
Is it windable?
It's automatic.
But can you wind it even then? Some
Well, you can do that.
some Seikos you can't wind. The only way you can get them going is to shake them a bunch and get them running, and then just wear the thing.
No
That-
idea, Mikey.
Okay.
Buy it
No worries.
and you can report back to us.
Sure, I'll look it up.
So I want to get rid of this. This here. What I want to do is I'm happy to keep one. Keep the Cartier or the Chopard. Which one would you keep, Erwin?
Cartier, the show pod.
Cartier's 18 karat. The Chopard's steel, but the Chopard's got those diamonds that float around.
Well, I think I think for the ladies, they'll probably appreciate the diamond ones. Then gold. Yeah, because with gold over time, it does looks a bit old. I mean, it's not as shiny as it used to be, but for diamonds, it continues to shine, right? So for the ladies, I think the aesthetics matter.
Because it's a quartz watch, isn't it?
Which one?
The one with the diamonds that move around in the dial?
Correct.
Doesn't really matter, I mean, for the ladies, it's...
Yeah, it doesn't matter for the ladies. Yeah, agreed.
Esoteric. Irwin's with Archie's hit. Yeah, I am. Look. Here's Irwin, and here's... No, how do I do this? Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I'm disappointed, Erwin. I was supposed to be in Malaysia with you, but things
no worries,
didn't
Archie. There's always that opportunity. That opportunity will come. Trust me.
I really wanted, I tell you honestly, I really wanted to keep the 3 Breguets and the Patek.
And you have, right? And you have.
Yeah.
So Rolexes are easy to come by,
Yeah, exactly. They're easy to come by, and you can always get them back. And it's a premium. Well, so
yeah, you understand, Erwin. It's a very tough economy. See, I'm wearing the Pam. It's fucking beautiful. I love it. But I think I don't need it. I want to continue getting rid of a few things because
you don't need it, Archie. You don't need it.
Oh, I think you would love a Pam, but just not that one.
What's wrong with this Pam? I love it, Mikey.
Well, it's only because you're, thinking you might have to sell it. If you were to have to get a different Pam,
I quite like it. I prefer the Radiamir. I always prefer the Radiamir.
Is that the one that just has
William Gaudrian, €2. Archie without a Rolex is not Archie. Sell the Breguets. No. Sell the Breguet. Yeah, well, I like the Breguet. I really.
Well, Archie has upgraded from Rolex to Breguet. He's a Breguet man now.
Erwin, would you have more respect for a collector? Just ignore it's me, right?
Yeah.
Would you have more respect for a collector? Hey, we got Roy joining us. Hey, Roy.
How are you guys doing?
Hey, Roy.
Roy.
Hey, Roy.
I almost wonder if, you had been downsizing this under different circumstances, if you'd come out, happier in the end, whereas obviously it's a bit tough to do that given the situation.
Yeah, just hang on one tick, Roy. We got that watch boy, $2. Archie, shout out to my girlfriend, Lauren, in Austin, Texas.
Hey,
Austin,
Lauren.
Texas.
Hey, Lauren, in Austin, Texas.
Hey, I wanted to ask you something, Erwin. Would you have more respect for me, a guy who's got 3 Breguets and a Patek, or a guy who has Rolex, some Breguet, and some Patek?
Well, if you were to ask me to compare between a Rolex and a Breguet, I think definitely I'll have more respect for you if you own a Breguet, because number one, Breguet, it's really a collector's watch, whereas Rolex, it's not really a collector's watch anymore. I mean, every Tom, Dick, and Harry would actually own one, not knowing what model it is. Like what Mark says, hey, nice Daytona, or it's actually a Rolex. They're not really
Erwin,
collectors.
what do you think? I want to ask you this. Wait.
Yeah,
Sorry,
Roy has something to say. Roy, you wanted to say something.
No, I was just saying because I mean I've thought about downsizing. I just wonder if on the other side of this, if it wasn't for the reasons that you're downsizing, that
I'm broke.
if you could
I'm
put
broke,
that on.
Roy.
I know, but if you after you're done downsizing, if you could put that aside as the reason, I wonder if you'll end up happier with the smaller collection in the end.
Yeah,
I
I
think
get.
you should just be happy nonetheless. Whatever circumstances it is. Happiness is a state of mind.
Live within your means.
Happiness is a state of mind. In whatever circumstances you may be, you can choose to be happy.
I get it. Hey, I want to ask you something, Erwin.
Yeah.
Please, I want to ask you honestly, because I'll come back to you, Roy. I've got some questions for you in a minute, Roy. You're not getting off the hook that easily. Let me just bring this up for you. I want you to tell me your honest Erwin opinion. What do you think of these? Okay. What do you think of the new Breguet Type 20? Now, we had some confusion yesterday, yes and no. The black dial one is not limited edition. The silver dial one is limited edition to 250 pieces. Tell me, do you think, has your opinion, because when you saw the new Type 20, everybody hated the date. Now this one, no date and manual wind. Tell me, Erwin, is this perfect? Yes or no?
No, it's not perfect.
But
is it better?
It's a lot closer. Yeah, it's a lot better.
Well, Mike, don't push Erwin. We want to get his opinion.
Oh, I'm sorry,
Erwin.
No, it's okay. I stand on my own. Well, I don't like it. I'm sorry. I don't really like it.
Would you prefer my Type 21 to this?
Let me have a look at yours again. Yeah. Enlarge your screen. I can't see. Yeah, I would prefer yours. And I'll tell you why. I find this new.
I prefer the price. I prefer the price of this one.
Because I find it. Look, it's a dual sub dial. It has only a dual sub dial, and it feels a little bit too empty for me. It has too much of real estate going on at the bottom. It feels like something is missing.
What's that? This one?
No,
the new one?
Yeah, the new one. Yeah, because it only has two sub dials. So
the Panerai has the 5172 has two register. That's what really.
I know, but everything is about proportion, right? It really depends on how. I mean, I can accept a beautiful watch having just two sub dials.
We got a super chat. William Gaudrian, €2. Breguet is not an upgrade. I would never buy one. Roy, what do you think? What do you think, Roy? What did you think when you heard the news that I'd gotten rid of two Rolex?
I was surprised. You bought Lucy. So that's the one.
You got terrible comms, Roy. What are you doing, man?
Do I don't know why I have terrible comms. I'm just there's not even any wind here. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, better.
Let me see if I can. Okay, how about now?
Yeah, it's better.
Okay. I was just surprised you got rid of the bluesy. That's the one thing that shocked me. I thought you'd always keep the bluesy.
I needed the money, Roy.
I know. But you still got a lot of options there. So I mean you didn't have to do that. You had plenty of directions you could have
chosen. Instead of the bluesy, I could have got rid of the traditional Breguet. Would you have done that?
I mean, if I were to take the two watches that I most associate with you, it would be the bluesy and the World Time.
Yep.
So.
That's what I said.
Yeah. But I mean, I don't know.
But it's okay, right? What's done is done. No point.
And you could always, sell some things, and you could get another Bluesy. It's not like it's rare, so there's always the options of going back at another time. And who knows? Maybe you decide that, all right, even though I'm associated with that, I don't pine for that particular model anymore, and you're okay with it. You don't know.
Mobster, $2. Is the Type 20 with date worth it? I've never seen it. Well, Mobster, what we're talking about, I'll show it to you. I'll show it to you. So this here is the new Type 20. Now, the steel one, the other ones, I'll show you. These are the ones before. These are the ones that, because they've relaunched them, okay? This is the relaunch. I never hated the date. I didn't hate them. I like them. But I must confess, these were ridiculously expensive. I think, mind you, these are beautiful watches. Look at that. Is that an ugly watch, Erwin? Seriously?
No, it's really nice. It's really nice. I like the 3 sub dial. It has a little bit.
I hope they
more
can do a steel
symmetry.
one without a date. That would be perfect.
Yeah.
They got rid of the coin edging, though, didn't they?
Yeah, they got rid, because the original never had the coin edging. See, that's how they. But I still think it kind of cheapened it out.
I guess I'm more okay with it since the original didn't have it, but it would definitely bother me if the original did and then they got rid of it here. Still bothers me a little bit, though.
What? It does bother you?
A little bit. I like the coin edging. Like, it's one of the things that I like about the Type 20s and the 21s and the 22s and stuff. So, but if it's not correct to the original model, I'm okay with it not being there. It's just I would have preferred.
Okay. I wanted to ask Erwin something. They've released a number. Actually, I'll just find this. Let me tell. I'm trying to find something. They have released a number of new watches this year with the celebration. Okay.
Yeah.
How do you feel about? Those ones that they released? The subscription, the traditional.
Nice. That brigade is nice. The one.
Which
the
one?
Far right. The far right.
This one here.
Yeah.
That's actually a Type 21 in platinum.
That's really nice. I mean, in terms of design.
That's for only watch. That was for only watch.
Yeah, I know.
That's the same as mine.
Yeah, exactly. In terms of design wise, I think this looks a lot better. The thing with the 2 sub dial is if you have one sub dial larger than the other, it already makes it not very symmetrical. And then when you have only 2 sub dials, it leaves out a lot of space at the bottom. So that's the reason why I find it a bit odd. But anyway, that's my view. Horses for courses, right?
Yeah. But I've got to say something to you.
You're saying subscription and
If you had to pick one, what would you pick? So there's the Type 20. You already said you don't like it, the new one.
No.
Which one would you pick?
Which one would I pick? What are my options?
Well, those ones that were released this year. The subscription, that's the single hand one. The traditional with the blue enamel, guilloche and enamel.
Yeah.
Or the Type 20.
I don't like the Type 20 already. Well, I already have a traditional, so I think I'll probably go for the subscription.
Ah.
Yeah.
Which one do you like best? Ignoring you've already got one.
Which one do I like best? Okay, I'm not saying they're the best, but among the 3, I'll probably go for the enamel, the gold and blue enamel one.
Here we go. Super chat. Riskful thinking. Member for 46 months. Wife's threatening to leave. 3 kids. Just bought a Rolex. Unrelated to wife issue. Advice.
Buy more Rolexes.
Hey.
I agree. Keep the Rolex.
Why is she threatening to leave? I think you got to look at the heart of the problem.
Maybe she's millennial or younger.
We need more information, but Archie Luxury offers lifestyle advice. $50 an hour, Riskful Thinking. I can answer all your problems. All your problems solved today.
Should I provide my quick thought? No, you don't want that.
Yes, you can, Doc. Please.
My quick thought is that if she's threatening to leave and you placate that, she'll be threatening to leave tomorrow. Like she may say, okay, I'll stay, but then tomorrow it'll be something else she's upset about and threatens to leave. If you keep the Rolex, you'll be happy with the Rolex.
Good point, Doc.
Hey, Marky, you're back.
I'm back. Sorry.
Welcome back, Marky. Erwin, I think what you need to do is look at the Type 20 that Archie didn't show you, which it's a Type
Doc,
20,
I
but
wanted
it's
to
different.
ask you, what do you think of the new Type 20 they just released?
Well,
Doc?
That's what I was saying is the one watch you didn't show him is the gold Type 20 with the ceramic black bezel. And I know a true Type 20 has a metal bezel, but bezel. But
you're talking about the new one.
But the new gold, it's blue actually, but it's a dark blue. So it's a dark blue dial, dark blue bezel, in gold. And to me, that's the best looking. The problem is it has a date at like 4:30 or something like that. It's got a date window off to the side, completely asymmetric.
But what do you think of the new one that's just come out?
So it looks like a 2-register Blancpain.
I'm not a big fan of this newer one for the same reason Erwin was mentioning, that there's an absence of something you can't put your finger on. Oh yeah, one of the subdials gone.
Yeah, but that's what Patek does. That no one says that.
But that's not.
By the way, here's a Breguet Type 21 for sale in Australia. Watch Connect. Look at this, 15880.
Pull up.
Lovely watch.
Pull up the one I'm talking about, the Type 20 with.
Look at this.
With the dark blue dial.
Actually, that's my one. That is my one. Sorry, that is my one. I bought back. Sorry. That is my watch. Owen.
Yo.
That's my watch. Fuck. Sorry,
Doc,
what was that?
are you referring to the Type 20 chronograph 2067?
Yes.
He's referring to that. Yeah.
I'll pull it up.
Yes.
Full screen.
That is actually the only one that has ceramic. That's the new one with ceramic, Doc.
That's what I was saying. Ceramic bezel.
Ceramic bezel.
In gold.
Ceramic bezel. Yes, but you don't like the date. That's the thing you told us. You don't. This is it here. That's it there.
This is
Yeah,
weird.
it looks like the Blancpain.
I like.
Yes.
I like the old one better.
Erwin, what do you think?
Yeah, I would agree. I think I prefer the old one better. But between this this Type 20 with the earlier one, the new one that was shown to me, I think I prefer this one because it's a little bit more substantial, full, because it has 3 subdials instead of 2.
And also, you could have bought this watch from Blancpain for years at this point.
He wants it to say Breguet, though.
Yeah, I'm just saying, it looks exactly like the fucking Blancpain.
Well, you know what? I have a Breitling Type 20 that looks a lot like a Breguet Type 20, except for it says Breitling.
Well, they're all
Yeah.
pretty much the same.
So it probably works, is what you're saying.
Well, what I'm saying is like my Type 20 looks more like a Type 20 than the current Breguet Type 20, because my Type 20 is a reissue of 1953, so it looks
Well,
exactly
what do you
like
think of the
19...
new Breguet? What do you think of the new Breguet Type 20?
I'd rather have this one. I'd rather have
Fuck,
have
you're
this
never
one.
happy. I thought that would be perfect for you because 2 register chronographs are actually more exclusive than 3.
Doug and
I don't
we've
own
got
a
the same
3.
mind.
I don't own a 2 register chronograph. I only own 3 register chronographs. I don't think I own a 2. I'm trying to think. Actually, the rancher gave me or sold me a Gloria. That's a kind of a shitter, and it has 2. So there's that one.
Gloria, Gloria.
And you don't
I
like
think
the Gloria,
2 can
by
look
the
really
way.
good on a dress chrono, but it's a little bit odd for a more sporting one.
True.
It's cheaper. It's cheaper. Doc, you're not a Breguet man, but you're almost a Breguet man.
No, not really. I mean, I would take a Breguet Type 20 from the 1950s, I believe. Any of those, they're crazy expensive if they're in good shape. But
you know
any
what's
of those
weird,
would be nice.
Doc, is you like your watches the same age as Archie likes his women.
Ooh. That's got me a little uncomfortable.
Super chat. Time for super chat.
Super chat.
Where have you been?
Super chat. Where have you been? Okay, here we go, guys.
I've lost track.
Here we go. We've got Mobster $2. Mark, I need lube. I can tell you now. This is the one. Strawberry.
Well, I beg to differ, but you know, he asked me, not you. I would go with boy butter silicone formula. Boy butter.
Boy butter.
I was going to go with the Kentucky jelly. KY.
Kentucky. No, that is for bogans. Only bogans use that stuff. It's too thick. It's too.
There's an old joke about a guy in the hospital who, how was your food? Oh, it was great, but that jelly, I don't know. That Kentucky jelly, I need a different kind.
Yeah, it's not very good.
Anyone missed this?
Doc, I love your sense of humor. What is that, Erwin? What the? Oh yes, that's so cool.
That's your HYT. I mean,
Yeah,
speaking
I
of
love it,
lube,
man.
we're talking about lube, right?
Well, I'm the only one that thinks that this Type 20 here is stunning, apparently.
It's a cunning stunt, Doc. A cunning
No,
stunt
Doc,
indeed.
I think it's stunning. I actually could live with the date function as well. I love it. I think it's beautiful.
I would like it if they put the date at 6 o'clock, and then it would be nice.
No. And I'm surprised you like it because it's got a larger. The first register is bigger than the other 2.
It's okay.
Yeah, you didn't say that on my JLC.
Well, that wasn't the problem with your JLC, honestly. But I don't mind a big eye. I don't own any, but I wouldn't mind it. I mean, I think this is nice, and I'm just waiting to see if they come out with one without a date. That would make it.
Yeah, the date window is so awful where it is. I don't know why they do that.
Or even if they moved it to 6 o'clock.
It would be
6
so
o'clock
much better
position,
there.
I could live with a 6 o'clock position date window.
Even Omega does that. It's so bad.
They don't even have a number there.
Right, it doesn't have a number there, so if they brought the date window down there, it's not like you're losing a whole bunch.
Not much.
Yeah. It's like just total game.
I must tell you, I think the blue is beautiful. The rose gold is beautiful. All the new Breguets are coming out in that new Breguet gold, which is part of Swatch Group. Do you like that new gold, Erwin? That new Breguet gold?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I do like
What
it.
do you think? Is it that fantastic or what?
It's a bit expensive.
What is it?
Breguet Gold.
Yeah, what is Breguet Gold?
Is
It's,
that
what do they
it's
say?
advertising. It's a gold and it's on a Breguet.
Yeah, but is it a rose gold? Is it like yellow gold or?
Isn't it only supposed to be like 9% gold or 19% gold?
It has the appearance of a rose.
They're doing the Omega thing where they're like where they're doing this 10 karat bullshit.
I don't
Yes.
know. Is it 10 karat? That doesn't that makes the price.
But Breguet's not. No, that's something else.
Breguet is 18 karat.
Thank you, because I'm thinking it's got a decent price tag to it. I thought, man, is it 10 karat and it's that much? I mean,
Well, Omega charges a fortune for their 10 karat, so nothing would surprise me these days.
Well, yeah, you're right. Doesn't make it correct, but you're right. That's what Omega does. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think it's not meant to be a reissue Type 20. So it's got the Breguet. It's not just print. It's actually nicely placed in gold.
You know what bothers me with this Breguet? The one thing that bothers me with this Breguet, and I think it's the same for all the Type 20 as well.
The hands?
No. I mean, fine. I can accept the date at the 430 position, but you know that the word Swiss made, it's actually also underneath the date. I would probably prefer that.
I didn't know. That's a good point, Owen.
I was so busy having a negative reaction to the date window, I didn't even notice that they
just completely botched that sector up.
Because they should have put Swiss at least down at the 6 o'clock position.
Yeah, that's what I thought as well.
Or both.
You know what? That's what happens when you overdose on your micro dosing of the LSD. If you overdo it, you don't know what's going to happen.
There we go. Doc is right. There we go. Swiss made. Fuck, I didn't even notice that.
Well, Erwin was the one who said it. Yeah, he's the one who noticed.
That's Aussie dollars, 67,000. That is 63,000. That is expensive, but you know, that's look at the steel. Steel's 32, 37.
Isn't that the limited edition one though?
No.
That's
no,
not the limited edition one?
No. That's the standard. That's Aussie dollars. Aussie dollars, Doc. Don't calm down. Aussie dollars. Aussie dollars.
I do prefer the hands on that though. I mean, I know syringe hands are on my Breitling Type 20, but that's not the way Breguet did it in 1950s.
Are these still cam chronographs or are they column wheels now?
Column wheel. 63 for that one, and the standard in black.
That's why it's a wonderful world. Everybody wants something different.
Yeah, I mean, if without the
come on
words
though,
if you put 6 o'clock, it's a bit off.
If you look at these right in succession,
that is absolutely beautiful, Doc. Look at that. That is fucking. Look at that.
But it's not as beautiful as the three subdials.
No, I love 2 subdials, Doc. I'm a.
If you flip them right next to each other like you were doing, go back and forth there, you're going to easily say, the nicer one is the 3.
Like I said, I've got no problem with 2 subdial watch, but both subdials should be at the very least at the same size. But when you have one big larger than the other, it becomes
that's true. All of the chronographs with 2 subdials that I can think of, they're the same size.
Yeah,
all the big guys have 3.
Yeah.
I think that's for a good reason. You're right, Erwin. That's for a good reason. Just aesthetics.
Yeah.
Guys, it's time to wrap this baby up. We've had a great show today.
It's time to remind everybody to hit the thumbs up. And
Use
show
your tooth.
appreciation
Do it
for
now.
loving the
Don't
show.
forget to upvote.
There you
go. Right, guys. Upvote. I will actually run that. We'll run that. There we go.
Hey, everybody. It's time to upvote. Woo! Look, I can even do it. Watch. There. It was that easy. All I needed to do is to upvote. That's all you need to do. It doesn't even take a wiggle of your finger, or even just a wiggle of one of.
I can use my
Okay,
teeth.
guys. Okay, guys, let's have a look and see who we thank today. By the way, you know, I'm doing those advertisements for my I Give Life Advice. Do you know how many takers I've had come to me since I started the advertisements?
How many?
Zero. Zip.
Ooh,
I mean,
super
fuck.
chat.
Super chat.
Come on, guys, get some fucking life advice.
Super chat.
Oh, super chats come in. Gun Glutton, $10. I love Mark. I love Arch. I love Terry. I love the Narc. I'm taking my Colombian girlfriend to the beach tomorrow, and I want to join the stream tomorrow to talk about my Explorer 40 dating up. Yes, sir.
Yes.
Come on, indeed. Let's thank our super chatters. Gun Glutton, Mobster, Wishful Thinking, Mobster, William Gaudrian, That Watch Boy, William Gaudrian, Loose Soul, Black Cat 997, T. Guna, Loose Soul, Patel Philippe, Lolex, Ken Fresno, CB, Ken Fresno, Patel Philippe, CB, Mr. GMT, Patel Philippe, CB, Patel Philippe, Bob Weeham, Yankee Doodle, Patel Philippe, Bob Weeham, Patel Philippe, and GD. That's the show for today, guys.
Is that the last
Be
super chat?
happy. Be
Is that
happy.
right?
Don't be sad.
And
That's
Gun
right,
Glutton.
guys. Be
And Gun
happy.
Glutton.
Some people
Don't
say,
be sad.
don't worry, be happy. How about that one?
There you
So I'm
go.
just going to run the outro. But guys, just be happy. Don't be nasty. Just be cool. And we will see you.
Hi guys, it's Archie Luxury on the Archie Luxury channel. Guys, today I want to plug some of the services that I offer to my audience. Guys, do you need career advice? Do you need relationship advice? Do you need any sort of advice, whether it's relating to wristwatches, your life, your career, your romantic relationship? Guys, I am here to help. That's right, guys. For $50 an hour, I provide consultancy. That's right, guys. I will talk to you and discuss your problems. Guys, $50 an hour. That's right. You might want to ask me about how you should advance your career. You might want to ask me about, should you stay in a relationship? How do you get into a relationship? How to advance your agenda. Guys, I'm here to help you. I'm here to help you. $50. If you are at a stumbling block in your life and you want to know how to fix your life, please, guys, I need help with the termites. Guys, $50 an hour. I will give you advice. Anything, career, relationship, watch collecting, how to deal with your family, how to deal with your Filipino or Thai girlfriend. Guys, I'm here to help. $50. PayPal to archieluxury72@gmail.com. That's right, guys. Please, guys, this is a chance to get real advice. And I'm here to help. Here to help. That's right. Here to help you guys. And I just need you to send a PayPal to get the ball rolling, guys. I'm ready to do it now for you. That's right, guys. Here to help. PayPal to archieluxury72@gmail.com. Get it done today. I will ring you and give you the advice that no one will tell you the truth. Guys, I am 53 in October. I have lived life. I've done all the dumb things. I've done some good things. I've done dumb things. Guys, you want to talk to someone with experience? You get Archie Luxury involved. Do it now, fuckers. That's right. Do it now. And guys, if you're looking around at watches, check out rustyswatches.com. See you in the next. Hi, guys. It's Archie Luxury here. Today, guys, I want to share with you a great website that I use to check out watches. That's right, guys. I don't know about you, but I am somebody who wants to keep an eye on prices and see where the market's going. And the best website for this is rustyswatches.com. rustyswatches.com. Now, what it does, if you're in the US, Australia, the UK, Ireland, Canada, it will list recent listings so you can see new watches as they come to market. Not only new listings, but recently price drops. So if you're keeping an eye on the watch of your dreams, Rusty's Watches is the place to go. If you've got a special watch you want and you want to get the best possible deal you can, I'd highly recommend Rusty's Watches. Now he's got some instant buttons. Patek, Breguet, Omega, Rolex, Cartier, to name but a few. Click on Breguet and it shows us recent new listings for Breguet. Hey, here's one at Watch Finder. Watch Finder has but guys, I am doing this advert to deal with my termite problem. That's right, guys. I have a bit of a termite problem. But guys, check out rustyswatches.com. This is the best place to get an idea of the market. Off the market. That's right, guys. Termites confirmed. Yes, this is, check it out, rustyswatches.com. Check it out, guys. I'm Archie Luxury. Tell me what you guys think of that.